Hey, what's up guys? This is Hardy Quest with the Ninja Everyday, and we're here with another Ninja Everyday Ninja gear review, specifically another knife review. If you've known me for any length of time or watched any number of my videos, you know that I have sort of a problem. I'm addicted to knives. I have more knives than I'll probably ever use, and I'm constantly looking at more knives to buy. One knife that I have wanted probably since my blade obsession began was the Cold Steel Recon Scout. I've been a long time Cold Steel fan. I've got several of their knives. When I started filming knife reviews, one of the ones that I wanted to go ahead and get, even though it's not a new knife, is the Cold Steel Recon Scout. It's a shortened down version of their Trailmaster Bowie. The Recon Scout's blade is a 7.5 inch blade. It's about a 1/4 inch thick. I didn't see the specs on that, but it looks like all of my other 1/4 inch thick knives. It's got a Bowie style blade shape with a long false edge in the back, but it's really thick. So I do believe this will be appropriate for a lot of the, I say bushcrafty sort of stuff that I practice. I'm sure there's going to be better bushcraft specific knives, but this one, in terms of fitting the mix, it's got that Bowie style blade. It's long, it's got a real pommel here so that I won't slide up. I really like the handle shape. Came with a Secure-X sheath. It's not Kydex, it's like a molded plastic, but it's put together a lot like a Kydex sheath. This is fine. This will do the job just fine. Cold Steel sells this with several of their knives, and I haven't had any issues with those. But I've wanted this one because this sort of reminds me of like that grab and go weapons knife. Not that I'm expecting to be in a knife fight or something like that, but because of our martial arts background, I'm always looking at the offensive and defensive capabilities of this. And this is a real knife. You know, it's not that 9-inch Trailmaster size, which is pretty much a small sword, but it's not far off from it. I want to put it through its paces, doing some of my standard bushcraft stuff. We'll see what it looks like when it comes to making feather sticks. Can I, how well does it baton? This false edge may make batoning a little tricky. How well can I manufacture some stuff? So we'll see what I can put together out here. I might try making a bow drill kit or something. And then, you know, because this is sort of intended as a fighting knife, I want to put it through some of the knife flows, some of the knife kata that we use in our martial arts training to see how it feels in my hand. Because we're in quarantine and I would like to not go to the ER with any cuts or anything like that, I'm going to be very careful. I'm not going to go nuts as I'm doing the test today, but I want to see how this functions. So stay tuned and we will look at this Cold Steel Recon Scout 7.5 inch blade short Bowie knife. Moving around with this, it feels about the right length. It's got the right amount of weight so you can tell something's in your hand. I'm a little cautious shadow boxing with it because Cold Steel knives are so notoriously sharp out of the box. Excuse me. I want to be really careful not to cross my hand in front of it or wind up cutting my fingers. So I really like the way it feels. Not gonna stab it into a bunch of stuff right now because I want to do some of the bushcraft things first, but before we're done with the test, you've got to see what it feels like to stab, so stay tuned. Okay friends, I've got a hard piece of old cedar here, so this is going to be one of the tougher things to chop through. I want to test the chopping capability of the Recon Scout, and I haven't run a a lanyard through this yet, but I would need to do that if I was gonna carry it out. But just want to see how it is out of the box. How does it handle this old piece of cedar? Taking big bites out, it's doing great. This cedar is rock hard, but the Recon Scout's doing a great job. No damage to the blade yet. Almost all the way through it. All right, right through it, no problem. No damage or no dings on the blade. Now let's check. Cold steels typically come shaven sharp. I don't know if you can see the hair there, but I'm gonna have a bald patch on my arm after chopping through the cedar. This big piece of pitch wood, I can use this as a handhold block. This is one of my favorite handhold block materials. this is a tulip poplar tender bundle, red cedar fireboard, red cedar spindle, pitchwood handhole block, random green stick for bow drill. This is a big knife. This is bigger than what I'm used to for carving a notch like this, but it's working. And I'm gonna burn down into that and see if this is good enough for now. I'm gonna, let me clean out a little bit more. All right, let's see how that goes. So spindle number 2. I had made 3 spindles, and 3 was sort of working, but I went back to 2 just to get it. You see how it's still smoking, so we've got a good ember here. And transfer it with the Recon Scout into my already prepared tender bundle. And we'll get all that good hard-won dust in there with it. The good thing about embers like that is you can sort of take your time once you get it, which is good because you're normally really out of breath. But we close her up in a little nest, like so. And you get fire. Whew. So with nothing more than my Recon Scout and a piece of string, a little bit of knowledge and knowing what to look for, we make a fire. So I'm gonna give the Recon Scout I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs up. Feels really good as a self-defense tool, as a sort of a fighting knife, but I made a bow drill kit out of it, so it's obviously perfectly functional as a survival knife as well, and did a great job, especially batoning. It was I was sort of skeptical about this false edge and whether or not that would mess it up, but I know I say it at the end of every review, but this might be my new favorite knife. Until next time, friends, Ninja Every Day.